I used to go with my mom to PT, and every time she drove down to outpatient physical therapy, she'd put on AC/DC's Thunderstruck. She listened to nothing but like classical music and like Dirty Dancing soundtrack, and she would listen to AC/DC every time she drove in. And I used to laugh all the time because I'd ride with her, and she always said how good she felt after it. So we were listening to AC/DC the other day. A throwback. Seems fitting. My mom's name was Priscilla Decker. She died October 25th, 2008. And she was, for lack of a better term, my inspiration. I mean, I literally grew up with her going through her problems with MS and a stroke, and that was my life. And helping her through some of that, whether it be by small things, holding a hand, helping out little things, and she was a huge influence. And I say it all the time. I try to bring her up with as many patients who will kind of listen, and when it fits, I try to tell them I personally have experienced some things that are a similar situation to where you are. Going through all of that has gotten me here, and hopefully it's all been a positive. Some way to get something positive out of what's happened. Being able to use it for other people. I guess it's helped me a lot to cope with it in that regard too. To use it for something good. Instead of, just thinking, why me, why her? I deal with that a lot with my patients, as is, there's a lot of, why did this happen? I never would have guessed this would ever happen to me and things like this, and there is no way of knowing that.
So I think it's a good one. Try a few more of those kind of squeeze, try to go as far as you can, hold it for maybe 5 seconds.
Like I said, maybe it's just that extra piece I can give to somebody in terms of saying, everybody's been there, this is very difficult, but you'll get through it, and you got a lot of people who are here to help you. A lot of people want to get you better. We got through it too. There is a lot of overlap between physical and occupational therapy, especially in a burn unit. In terms of physical therapy, we call it gross motor function. We look at, can you move, can you stand, can you walk, can you go up and down the stairs? I always say we're kind of the cavemen. We look at, these big functions versus your day-to-day type stuff. Being able to stand up from the chair makes it so you can shave and go to the bathroom and a lot of your specific things that an occupational therapist would look like. The therapy answer is to, not do it for them, let them do as much as they can and just assist. I say that a lot with the patients is, I'm just here to help you. I'm not here to do it for you. If we want to improve and we want to regain some of this independence, we got to figure out what we can do to help, not make them feel as though they're not able to do anything, take away some of that control of what they're able to do, just really push them, make sure that we can help them with what they need. I'll never understand what it's like to go through a burn of any degree for the most part. I see a lot of people who are very sick, who are very ill. I work on the units where people need a lot of help. That's my motivation, and that's how I get through my own day, of knowing that, things might be tough, but at least we're doing something positive. It's okay to have to struggle through things, and it's okay to go through that hardship to get to where you need to go. Sometimes there's just no way around it. Whether or not we want it to be there, you have to deal with kind of what you're given, and you have to keep moving forward. And I tell it to my patients all the time, and when you kind of take a step back, it's the same with anybody. We might be going through different things, but understanding and accepting that struggle is certainly part of how to move forward. You can't worry, you can't change what's happened in the past, you can't change the fact that we've been burned or that, hardships come to you, but like it or not, there are certain things, we just have to go through, and you move forward. I mean, literally and figuratively. You have to, one foot in front of the other.